Happy day. M.O.P. Vaishnav Library is both a library in the traditional sense of the word as well as an information resource center which caters to the research and information requirements of a diverse population of learners, academicians, and researchers. This is a brief introduction to the services and facilities offered by the library. The library is open from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. on all working days for all library users. We have extensive holdings with over 38,000 print books, 106 periodicals, which include international as well as national journals, magazines, and newspapers, and we subscribe to 4 electronic aggregator services. The library also offers plagiarism check service through unicheck for those interested in publishing their work. We have search kiosks at the library with the OPAC, that is the online public access system of the library, which not only allows library users to locate books that they might be interested in, but also helps them reserve books in the event of it being borrowed by some other library member. The library also offers paid reprography services with photocopier, printing, and scanning facilities. For the benefit of students, we archive past year's examination question papers. The Digital Resource Center of the library has multiple systems with high-speed internet for the benefit of those interested in online research as well as independent study. The library offers several other services, the most prominent of which are reflected here. We offer remote access to all our subscribed e-resources for all students. We have an audiobook section, which is primarily for visually challenged learners, but which is open for all library users who are interested in listening to audiobooks. We have the Alumni Donation Corner, which functions as a book bank for scholarship students. The library also offers incentives to advanced learners with the Scholar Card, which allows them an additional borrowing privilege for the duration of 1 semester. The Aspirant Corner is a dedicated study space that offers benefit to students who are preparing for various competitive examinations. The library ensures that adequate borrowing facilities are made available to all students. All library transactions are entirely automated. Borrowing, renewing, and returning of books happens at the circulation desk in the ground floor of the main library. Students are entitled to borrow up to 2 books at a time. These may be retained for a period of 1 week from the date of issue. In case a student wishes to retain a book for a little longer, she may renew the book once. A renewal of 1 week, 1 additional week is allowed. This may be availed by visiting the library in person. Please note that a fine will be levied on overdue books. We encourage all library users to become self-sufficient when it comes to accessing the library's resources. With this in mind, the library has 2 state-of-the-art search kiosks with the OPAC, that is the online public access catalog of the library, which allows students to independently identify and locate books that might be of interest to them. To search for a particular book, log into the Autolib integrated library management system through either of the search kiosks in the library. In the case of students, the user ID and password would be the unique student ID number, unique registration number. Once you have logged in, you will find multiple options in the home screen. Please select the search tab. Autolib offers both simple search as well as advanced search options. The simple search option looks like this. You might use a combination of these fields to identify books that you are interested in. For example, if you know the title of the book, you could enter a portion of the title in the title field. If you know the name of the author, you could enter a segment of the author's name in the author field. If you wish to borrow a book right away, please ensure that you mark the availability field as yes. In this case, the search results will include only those books where the books are currently available on the shelf. The search results also include the shelf location, which is the location of the book in the library. As I had mentioned, in case a book is currently borrowed by another student, but a student is interested in it, she may reserve the book in her account. In this case, once the book is returned to the library, it will be kept aside for the student who had made the reservation. Let's say there is a book you're interested in. You come to the library, you log into the Autolib integrated library management system. You search using the search option, and you locate the book that you are interested in, but you find that its availability is currently listed as issued. In this case, if you click on the title of the book, it will take you to a page where a brief overview of the book is given, along with the reserve option. You will be prompted to enter your user ID and password, which again will be your unique student register number. You will also find details in the same page of the student who has currently borrowed the book and the date on which it is due to be returned to the library. This will give you a clear picture of when you can expect the book back in the library. Here in this case, We have taken an example of a book on e-commerce. So let's say you're interested in e-commerce. You come to the library, you use the search option, you find several books of which this particular book is of interest to you, but you notice that it is currently borrowed by another student. In this case, if you click on the title of the book, it will take you to this page where you will find brief bibliographic details of the book along with a reserve option. If you click on the reserve option, it will take you to this page where you will be able to enter your user ID and password and complete the reservation. You will also find details here which will tell you the name of the student who has currently borrowed it and the date on which it is due to be returned to the library. The library also subscribes to 4 comprehensive aggregator services, all of which are available for access on campus as well as via remote access to all library users, all students, research scholars, and faculty. There is NList, which is a multidisciplinary e-book and e-journal aggregator service. NList is good for preliminary research. We recommend this especially for first and second year students. There are individual logins created for each student, undergraduate as well as postgraduate, and also research scholars using their institutional email IDs, and automated emails from NList are sent to all library users. Next, we have EBSCO. EBSCO Business Source Elite is an e-journal article aggregator service which focuses primarily on business and management. This is used extensively by postgraduate students, research scholars, and faculty, although we have noticed that in the recent past, there are students from undergraduate students in the second and third year especially who have used this with great competence. In the case of EBSCO, there is a single login which is shared to all students and research scholars through their respective departments. Next, we have ProQuest Business and Economics eBook Aggregator Service, which offers over 26,000 ebooks which can be read in entirety online. It can also be downloaded offline and retained for a period of 21 days from the date of download. Similar to NList, in the case of ProQuest, you have individual logins created for every student, undergraduate as well as postgraduate, as well as research scholars, and shared via automated emails from ProQuest at the time of creating the account. Dion Insight is a database of Indian companies. This is primarily used by postgraduate students as well as research scholars of commerce and management, as well as those who may be engaged in consultancy. In the case of Dion Insight, there is a single login which is shared to all students and research scholars through their respective departments. Apart from these, the library also subscribes to certain individual online journals, such as the Journal of Food Science and certain select SAGE journals, primarily in the fields of social sciences and economics. If you are interested in any of these, please do get in touch with us and we will help you out as far as access is concerned. The library also subscribes to plagiarism check service through unicheck to support original and authentic research output. In case you wish to have your document analyzed, be it a journal article or a paper presentation or a book chapter, you may share it with us via email with the prior approval of your head of department in the case of a student or your research guide in the case of a research scholar. We recommend that you use standard formatting styles such as the APA style so that unicheck is able to correctly identify elements such as quotations, references, and citations. So please do remember to format your article properly before sharing it with us. The corresponding similarity report will be shared via email within 48 hours. If you have any queries or clarifications, we will be happy to help you out. Please do drop into the library at any time between 8 a.m. and 5 p.m. Alternatively, you can reach out to us using the Ask the Librarian option on our website. Thank you and have a great day.